movie.
Welcome back, horror hounds. The viewer poll I posted last week was tied again. Since Blood Rage was tied 2 weeks in a row, guess what video I'm talking about? That's right. This 1987 slasher classic actually was released under the name Slasher and Nightmare at Shadow Woods, named after the apartment complex that we see in the film. Oh, and this film, ironically enough, was going to be called Complex, which would have been a nice play on words considering the main character has one himself. The film was directed by John Grissmer in 1983, but wasn't released until 4 years later due to drastic edits from the MPAA ratings board. Nothing like the censors holding up the progress of a decent horror film, right? Filmed predominantly on the University of North Florida campus in Jacksonville, Florida, many of the scenes were filmed along the Lofton Nature Trail, right on the campus, that consists mostly of boardwalks and walking trails, which creates a creepy atmosphere at night. The opening sequence was filmed at the now demolished Midway Drive-In in Jacksonville, Florida, once a hotspot for patrons and moviegoers like ourselves. And the interior shots were filmed somewhere in New Jersey. Yeah, not as interesting. The film stars Mark Sopper, who plays both Terry and Todd, known for his role in The World According to Garp, and Louise Lasser as the mother, known for her show Mary Hartman. Special effects, which really drive this film, were done by Ed French, who was known for his work on films like Chud, The Stuff, and Sleepaway Camp, which happens to be one of my favorites. Okay, enough of this jibba-jabba. Let's dive right into the breakdown. The film begins in 1974, in Jacksonville, Florida at a drive-in theater, where we see the title card. Wait, isn't this called Blood Rage? Yeah, like many other horror films from the 70s and 80s, this film went by its original title in the opening credits, which seems a little too generic in this case. We see a guy hanging out in the bathroom, played by none other than Ted Raimi. Ted is the younger brother of Sam Raimi, writer, director, and producer of the original Evil Dead film. Wonder what he's doing in this film. Ah, yes, selling prophylactics, like a drug dealer. Bet there'll be some sex in this film, too. Yep, I was right. Even Sonny and Cher were able to make it. Lots of horny folks in the first 2 minutes of this film.
Look, they've been asleep for half an hour now.
Wait, they brought their kids? And what's up with the automatic rifle just casually laying in the back of the car? You can tell this is obviously the 1970s. The kids were awoken by their parents making out. The kids get tired of watching mom and dad make out and sneak out to have some fun. Four minutes, 30 seconds into the film, and we meet a psychopathic child. See what I mean? The guy making out tells the kid to fuck off. But then this happens. Bet that hurt like hell. This segment is brought to you by aspirin, for when you have a splitting headache and you can't find a damn thing else to take for it. The mother finally looks into the back seat and sees her kids are gone. The other kid gets war paint and the blame for the murder, which works out perfectly due to the shocked look on his face. Makes him look psychopathic to the authorities, I guess. Man, the 70s were fucked up. 10 years later, we see a Chevy Celebrity Eurosport, which they obviously didn't have back in the 70s, and for good reason. These things were pieces of shit. The mother we saw earlier shows a guard at a gate her ID. Looks more like a business card or a library card to me, but whatever. And visits a mental hospital, where the doctor there tells her that her son, after 10 years, happens to remember what happened at the drive-in and says that his brother actually did it all. It would have taken me less than 10 years to have ratted his ass out. Something I noticed here too. That kid that picks up the hatchet, notice the blue shirt, isn't the same one who killed the guy. He's standing back here. So doesn't that make him an accomplice? Maybe he should have served time too, the little bastards. Anyways, the mother loses her mind when she finds out the truth from the doctor. Is she getting a headache too? The doctor brings in her son, Todd. They awkwardly hug it out.
What's your favorite?
She brings him a pumpkin pie. And he makes a mess.
Honey, just of today's outburst, I considered the set.
Okay, somebody has to clean that shit up. Todd gets thrown to the floor by the orderlies. Elsewhere, we see Terry, Todd's twin brother, the hatchet killer from earlier, and a guy flexing his ass cheeks. Terry eye fucks a girl that was jogging by. The girl eye fucks him right back. Consensual eye sex here, folks. Later that day, Mom serves up Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. I forgot to mention that, but who really gives a shit? Where she announces that she's getting married. Whoop-de-doo. Terry doesn't like this one bit. Terry then reluctantly toasts over the news with a glass of milk. What is he, like 10 years old or something? Jesus.
Well, seeing as how we have a new head of the family, I think it's time you start...
Careful with that knife, Terry. I think we know who dies next.
And at Christmas, we're going to be stuck here for a week.
Oh, we'll find something for you to do.
Terry's girlfriend wasn't happy with that statement. Mom tells Terry the hospital called and Todd escaped.
Looks like you're going to get a chance to meet the rest of the family. My psychotic brother just escaped.
Somehow I don't think Terry was supposed to say that to everyone. Next we see Todd just walking casually down the street. Pick and save drugs, huh? Terry changes clothes and spritzes his hair. This is the 80s, folks, and you have to look your best. The doctor and the guy with the gun here are looking for Todd, but they mistaken Terry for Todd. Confused yet? Just hang in there, it gets more confusing. Terry's mom and her soon-to-be husband come out where they hear all the commotion. Brad King, the mom's fiancé, manages the apartment complex where they live and offers to help the doctor and her gun-wielding sidekick in finding Todd. The doctor and the guy decide to split up. Probably not a good idea. Terry sneaks up behind Brad while he's sitting at his desk. I mean, you know there's a crazed killer on the loose. Why would you leave your sliding glass door just open like that anyways?
Well, look what the cat brought in.
He never dropped his beer. Impressive. Spoke too soon. Jackie, the guy helping the doctor, offers up drugs to entice Todd out of hiding. And sparks up a joint himself, which brings out Terry, the wrong brother. So Terry takes a toke, then dispatches Jackie, wasting no time. You can actually see the wire that was used to pull the machete out of Jackie's back from off screen here. And he managed to keep blood off his Nikes. Good job, Terry. Mom's having some Thanksgiving leftovers, while Terry finds the doctor. Mom's now multitasking, and we see what happened to the doctor off screen. That has got to be one good machete. Terry takes a shower while wearing his underwear. This family is really into cleaning. We see Brad is thinking about where he went wrong earlier. Was it announcing the marriage, or was it offering the help to the doctor? Probably both, Brad. Terry heads over to the neighbor's place for a drink.
I wonder if there's anything good on the tube.
He's more concerned about the TV than this hot chick sitting next to him. Man, this guy is nuts. Todd shows up, where Terry's girlfriend Karen shows up and thinks Todd is Terry. Like I said earlier, it gets more confusing as we go along. There'll be a quiz later.
I want you to make love to me. You're shocked, huh?
I'm not Terry. I'm Todd.
I gotta go. Bye.
Karen tells some friends that she saw Todd, then runs into Terry and tells him. Terry heads off to look for his twin brother alone. Mom's still cleaning and drinking.
I can't find that doctor anywhere. I think maybe she left.
No, you killed her. Nice try, though. Mom begs Terry to find Brad.
And Terry, please put on a sweater. It's cold outside.
Todd tries to put the doc back together. It's going to take a miracle at this point, Todd, I think. Todd arms himself with a cap gun. This guy just needs to relax. Terry breaks up their party,
What are you doing out there?
where the woman finds her boyfriend hanging around outside. This character was actually played by Ed French, the special effects makeup artist in this film. Todd breaks into his mom's apartment and then into his own bedroom, then kisses his mom in bed, where she's so drunk she thinks it's Terry she's talking to and not Todd. These two are doing the nasty poolside, where Terry appears and ruins the party. Again. This film should have been called Party Pooper Rage. Karen and Artie go for a walk through the woods. Terry runs into Karen and Artie. Terry asks Artie to find Todd, so Terry can be alone with his girlfriend for a few minutes. Artie is then confronted by Todd, who wields his cap gun from earlier in an attempt to get him to help take out his brother Terry. Terry and Karen start aardvarking, but Terry gets coitus interruptus by Artie, who's at the front door. And Todd chickens out on a chance to end this damn film quickly. Thanks a lot, Todd. Artie and Terry find Terry's weapon stash. Now I'm confused.
That isn't cranberry sauce, Artie.
Terry picks up a barbecue fork and forks Artie real good.
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie.
This must be the running joke. Karen finds Terry. This isn't going to end well.
I love you. Didn't you hear me? I said I love you.
Karen finds Jackie's body and runs into Terry, who's playing with Artie's bike. Terry is everywhere at this point, like Jason. Come to think of it, this is a total ripoff of Friday the 13th, isn't it? Mom finds Terry's not-so-well-hidden bloody shirt from earlier. I would have tossed that shit outside in a trash can myself. Terry takes a stroll to find Karen. Mom finally finds Brad, her fiancé. Man, he's managed to stay propped up this entire movie, almost. Kudos to him. So that's why he was propped up. Karen decides to sit dangerously close to a pool with a baby that she finds at random in her arms, which is something you should never do. Terry, of course, shows up. Karen sticks the baby she found in the apartment earlier into a cabinet for safekeeping. We then see the couple that got killed at the pool earlier. Terry walks right by the baby that was stashed, while Karen hides in the bathroom stall here. Mom grabs Brad's pea shooter. Todd arrives with his cap gun to take another shot at ending his brother's reign of craziness. Correction, make that Karen. Todd doesn't have the damn nerves, does he? But the damn thing doesn't fire. Todd gets thrown into the pool, where Terry and Todd play a wicked game of Marco Polo. But then Mom shows up and shoots Terry. Multiple times. Mom confronts Todd. Karen reappears out of hiding with the baby.
Just us.
Mom confuses Todd with Terry.
I'm Todd.
And becomes so confused herself that she decides she wants to take the easy way out. The end. Let's head over to the review where I discuss more details about this crazy movie. I really enjoyed this film. It was said online that Louise Lasser and director John Grissmer didn't get along during the making of this film. Grissmer quit in the middle of production, and Lasser had to bring him back to finish it. Who said filming was ever easy? As I mentioned before, the film was released in theaters under the title Nightmare at Shadow Woods, which was also the same title used when it was edited for cable television. The cable television version removed much of the gore, but did contain the swimming pool scene that wasn't found in the 1987 release on VHS. One interesting little tidbit was this scene here. On the wall, we see an M.C. Escher drawing called The Hand, and ironically enough, Brad lost his in this same room. Funny, huh? What I enjoyed most was the driving 80s synth music during the killing scenes and the gore. The film oozed with 80s pop culture, from the clothing, including its heavy use of Nike products, all the way to the hairstyles. I thought this was fantastic, and the lighting was perfect for a change. And the gore. Wow. It was all practical and awesome for a film of this kind. The film is quite possibly one of my favorite all-time horror movies, definitely in the top 10 that I own. With that, I'm giving this film the coveted 5-skull review. It checked all the boxes for me and what a good horror film should have. Leave your comments below on what you thought about the film and join the discussion. I love getting comments from my viewers. Thanks for watching, Horror Hounds. Until next time.
Let's get out of here. This is ridiculous.